New money to help buy threatened pubs. Oh, sorry, I didn't see you there. Hello, I'm Si, and welcome to London Historical Pub Review. Hello, we're here today at the George Inn, and as the sign says, it's owned by the National Trust. The George Inn dates back to 1677. Before that it was destroyed in a great fire, but they rebuilt it and it's been here ever since. We're here today at the George Inn in Southwark, just near London's famous Borough Market. This pub was dubbed Shakespeare's Local. It's down from the South Bank from the famous Globe Theatre. We're here celebrating Shakespeare's death anniversary 400 years ago, so you can't get more historical than that. It survives in this courtyard, and originally the actual facade that we see on the right was replicated twice more. This has been replaced by modern office blocks over time. This is something that London seems to do very well, juxtaposing new and old. And as we go around the courtyard, we actually look up and we see taller office blocks, and then up there, the mighty Shard, which is a building actually I did the illustrations of to get it through planning. Ah, the memories, eh? And here we can see in the background, we've got the Galleried Inn. The galleries upstairs used to be hotel accommodation, and at one point they used to have plays in the round done in this courtyard, so visitors to the hotel could look from their balconies and watch a play being shown. How amazing! Get on that, Travel Lodge. Alas, poor Yorick, I knew him well. Well, we were pretty good friends on Facebook. Guess that's good enough nowadays. And he's got a very witty Twitter feed. Actually, Shakespeare's dad, John Shakespeare, was a glover, and he made many fine gloves in the day and was considered quite a dandy chap. Shakespeare hung around the South Bank here for many years, writing many of his famous plays and sonnets. This was where the essence of Shakespeare really came to fruition in his work. Legend has it that a lady's glove can sometimes be seen as a ghostly apparition throughout this pub. Who knows, we might even see it today.
So the George Inn, as we said before, it is actually the oldest pub in London, and I would also say obviously the oldest galleried inn, but also it has possibly the oldest literary connections of any of the major pubs in the capital, going right back from Chaucer's times, mentioning Canterbury Tales, through to Dickens, mentioning Little Dorrit. But also we're here because in 2016 we're celebrating 400 years since Shakespeare's death, which will happen on the 23rd of April this year, with major celebrations nationally. And so, yes, there have been books written about this being Shakespeare's local. These things are never proven, but isn't that just like the man and the myth of Shakespeare himself? I would like to think, as we delve into the pub a little bit later on, could the bard himself have been sat here penning one of his famous plays or sonnets during a particular time?
We raise a glass to William Shakespeare.
To Shakespeare, sorry.
And here we have Tim on the balcony of this Galleried Inn, enjoying a nice pint of Timothy Taylor landlord beer. Tim, I've got a joke. Shakespeare walks into a bar. The landlord says, "Get out, you bard." You bard. I know, I'll get my cloak. So the pub's split into three main bars. This first front one is called the Parliament Bar, and this is where it's one of the most oldest surviving interiors, and basically this is on camera's list of protected historical pub interiors. We're inside the Parliament Bar now, which you can see has got a very historical interior, all oak panels, all original, and we've actually got the Parliament clock on the wall there. That actually is a surviving relic that's been put here, and lots of nice little signs saying "Time, gentlemen, please." The Act of Parliament clock, and sometimes actually in this bar they do small music gigs, mainly kind of folk music based. The Parliament clock was hung here in 1797. It's now one of the only surviving clocks still in its original place. The Prime Minister William Pitt introduced a tax on clocks at 5 shillings.
What a rah!
The tax was extremely unpopular, but not the clocks. And it's still here, in the George Inn.
Picture me upon your knee with tea for two.
Hi, I'm Rita and welcome to my tea review. Although I'm from Scotland, I'm not an alcoholic. Here today at the George Inn, they have a great selection of teas ranging from classic English breakfast to more exotic herbal teas, which I really enjoy. I like tea so much I even have a tea named after me. How awesome is that?
Crisp is one of my favourite snacks in a pub, but unfortunately they don't do a packet of Space Raiders for 10p anymore. Ah, those were the days. As we have a Shakespeare themed episode today, I wonder what flavour crisp Shakespeare would have enjoyed. Would the bar be crunching a packet of Monster Munch between sonnets, or would he be lovingly nibbling on kettle chips, or maybe even turnip crisps?
Naughty hysterical glove, get away from my crisps! Okay, I have a joke. Two crisps were walking down the road when a car pulls up alongside and the driver leans out and says, "Do you fancy a lift?" The crisp replied, "No, we walkers." I'm going to kill the producer for making me say that. Doesn't everything feel better after a cup of tea?
As we mentioned before, this is potentially, or was really, Shakespeare's local. And as we are in 2016, 400 years of celebrating Shakespeare's death, I myself have been looking at the sonnets. And it intrigues me to think that during the Elizabethan era, this would have been a place where Shakespeare could have met his dark lady, as he talks about in the sonnets. And I would like to share with you Sonnet 138. When my love swears that she is made of truth, I do believe her, though I know she lies, that she might think me some untutored youth, unlearned in the world's false subtleties, thus vainly thinking that she thinks me young, although she knows my days are past the best. Simply, I credit her false-speaking tongue on both sides, thus is simple truth suppressed. But wherefore says she is not unjust? And wherefore say not I that I am old? Oh, love's best habit is in seeming trust, and age in love loves not to have years untold. Therefore I lie with her, and she with me, and in our faults by lies we flattered be.
Here we have the beers. We've got a Green King IPA, lovely stuff. Triple Exporter, oh, that one's a bit saucy. Timothy Taylor Landlord, both really like that, particularly Tim. George Inn has even got its own ale, amazing. And then on the end we got London Glory. It's all served here at cask-conditioned ales by the wonderful bar staff. Really recommend this Green King pub. Absolutely excellent service. Hi there, could I get a pint of the George Inn ale, please? Thank you. Cheers. Thanks very much. Ah, glorious George Inn ale. Amazing. Thank you very much. Here we have a pint of the Georgian Ale, and it's absolutely gorgeous beer. Cask conditioned ale by Green King pubs, and absolutely lovely pint. Sunday afternoon. Cheers, everybody. Oh, it's the naughty historical glove trying to get his hands on my ale again. We have the beautiful main staircase, which originally this would be where people used to go up to their hotel rooms upstairs, because the galleried inn was actually all hotel upstairs. The George Inn has got plenty of room for everybody to come and chill out, have a drink, or perhaps even a sit-down meal. I really recommend combining it with a trip to the fabulous Borough Market, which is nearby. It's got this other bar as well, which in summer they open the window and pass drinks out to the courtyard. It's a bit like the world's first drive-through bar.
So the George Inn, as it says, its namesake, will be celebrating on the 23rd of April, the patron saint of England, St George's Day. But for 2016, I would like to consider it Shakespeare's Day, because Shakespeare was born on the 23rd of April and died on the 23rd of April, 52 years later in 1616, as we celebrate 400 years of Shakespeare's death.